See, talent for me personally, Mannsi, what I think is you need to have some kind of God-gifted talent. I've come to realize that now in my life. You can shape it. You can learn as much as you want, but there needs to be some kind of spark that is there. The gist to probably learn is that spark. That's what I feel. Everybody is born with certain talent. I think so. Everybody's born with something, but do you utilize that talent or no? Maybe you do, maybe you don't do in your lifetime. If you get to utilize it and shape it according to how you perceive yourself to be by utilizing that talent, oh man, if you get to do that, that's fantastic. Like we were talking about Steve Jobs, right? Maybe his talent was not being the best CEO in the world. Maybe Steve Jobs' talent was not to go ahead and be the best of the best in all the fields, but his talent was he had that creative mind, right? We were talking about, right? You were explaining to me earlier, right? You want to elaborate on this so that everybody understands what you were talking about?
Sure. So we started this conversation very differently, right? Steve Jobs was the example I gave you. But, okay, so I'll do it in two parts, right? Firstly, talent, okay?
Yeah.
What percentage do you think talent plays in an overall person's development or success or whatever you may call it? Katiko talent hunsa, katiko hard work hunsa, ani ke hunsa?
You ask me? You want me to go 100 you want me to figure it out?
Like
Talent?
break it up. किन मेरो पनि एउटा आइडिया नै छ हैन I'm not sure. I mean, there's no way of verifying this.
Yeah.
मलाई लाग्छ it's 20% talent.
Okay.
75% hard work. Okay? Talentलाई स्किलमा कन्भर्ट गर्नु पर्यो. You've got these fabulous, like मेरो स्कुलमा थियो हैन. Okay, strange story. I was extremely scared of being on stage in school. Extremely scared.
Yeah.
Why? I thought I was horrible at it. There were girls who spoke beautifully in front of a camera. Camera to thiena, probably on stage, right? Girls who were so confident. People who held the mic and they had all the command and all the flair in the world. When I tried to sort of measure up, and I could not. I was nobody, right? So for me at that point, I was so scared of going up on stage. I went up on stage once and I completely messed it. These guys were certainly more talented than me at that point, right? Some of them went ahead and became doctors. Today, when you equate the two of us, because of the fact that I've just got so much more exposure in this field, because of the fact that I have put in those 10,000 hours into speaking and into developing that talent, whatever I may or may not have had at that point, into developing it and making it into a skill, a marketable skill that sells, today perhaps they are obviously doing surgeries and brain surgeries and whatever else that they're doing, the wonderful things they're doing with their lives. Yet, today when you compare us, I might be better on stage than them. So, त्यो बच्चा बेलाको त्यो जुन childhood, त्यो जुन raw talent थियो, त्यतिखेर I used to think I'm nobody in comparison to 95% of these people here. Yet, just because of the fact that I enjoyed this so much, and I started putting in that work and I put in the hours, slogging through the difficult bits of it, today I think त्यो talent को त्यति value छैन होला. Maybe it is more about the fact that I built up that skill over the years. So for me, it's 20% talent. Of course, they had an edge over me. Of course, maybe I also had this talent and I didn't know about it. So 20% hola. Maybe your voice quality makes a difference, right? Maybe just the fact that you've been privy to these conversations. You hear these wonderful things and you sort of shape the way you think on the basis of that. Maybe I was lucky that way. Maybe I could process all of this. However, the hard work and the grime and the dirty job of staying up at night and looking at yourself in the mirror and preparing like a crazy person, just the fact that I did that has now maybe given me the skill that is needed. So talents are 20%, 75% hard work.
And what's the remaining 5%?
Being at the right place at the right time. But trust me, luck bhanda nahi hai na. Mero life I'm lucky. I'm privileged that I got the education I got. Yeah. But I've since just relied on hard work. Since my education, it's always been just hard work, just powering through one failure after the other, one struggle after the other. It's been just 2 or 3 years since I feel somewhat fulfilled in what I'm doing. And I see that, okay, isko result आइरहेछ तर यति वर्षसम्म त कहीँ पनि थिएन नि. So I think it's been more about resilience and powering through and the mindset rather than luck in my case, perhaps. But 20%, 75 and 5% of that. I mean, that's how I look at it.
That's how you want to go ahead and divide it up. Fair enough, man. If that is how you think it's going to work out, that spark that I was talking about, I was trying to explain to you about politicians, right?
Right.
I've sat down with a politician now that I can say was not a politician before I sat down with him. Or I've sat down with politicians who are like thoroughbred politicians who've been doing this for like all their life. The qualities, there's something in them. You know what I mean? There's something in them, and there's something in him or her. There's something in them that makes them who they are. It's that spark. You can see it in their eyes. You can hear it in their voice.
Yeah.
That okay, this guy is a politician. This guy is definitely going to be a politician. He's going to be the prime minister, not the prime minister. Or she's going to be the prime minister, not the prime minister. You never know.
Right.
But this person's a politician. That specific thing that you have. And I believe that comes with like every single job that you do. But like you said, at the end of the day, you have to go ahead and sculpt it, and you have to go ahead and work on it, right?
If you love what we are doing, make sure that you subscribe and turn on notifications.
Thank you very much for watching us on YouTube. Make sure that you also listen to us on Spotify. This program is brought to you by Vyasa Studios.